Today we're gonna be comparing Gen 1 Pokemon to Gen 5 Pokemon. Are they really the same game? Oh, don't forget that I'm also giving you my dream team. So once you finally go and get your starter, that's where I'm gonna be picking my first Pokemon, and I am taking Snivy. The reason why I'm going for Superior is because when you have its hidden ability mixed with Leaf Storm, it's unbeatable. Slap choice specs on that thing, it's a monster. And you know what? I've never played through the games with Superior, so I'd love to try that. It's also kind of funny that Snivy starts with arms and legs, but when he finally finishes as Superior, he's a snake, they're gone. After getting our Snivy from Bianca, I think, you go down your first route where you encounter the first lookalikes. You got Pidove and Patrat instead of Rattata and Pidgey. But that's not important. Not important at all. The next Pokemon we're gonna be taking, because I was amazing and at the time I got a free mystery gift. So we're gonna be heading out to Liberty Garden and we're gonna get to start our Pokemon journey with a Victini. Don't even get me started as Victini being a competitive Pokemon because it's just so fast, he's so strong, and he's just so good move pool. Also, that's a pretty darn good start when you have a grass and a fire Pokemon right off the bat. Next, we're gonna be making our way to Pinwheel Forest. On our way there, hopefully we don't run into a Geodude. I mean Roggenrola. But once we get to Pinwheel Forest, we're gonna be picking ourselves up a Timber. Conkeldurr was my favorite competitive Pokemon used when I played Gen 6 competitive. Conkeldurr was so amazing. You slap an Assault Vest, Drain Punch, Mach Punch, Ice Punch, Knockoff. The power of that boy was amazing. Okay. We're not talking about Gen 6 competitive. We're talking about Gen 5 playthroughs. Oh, and don't even get me started on how Timber is basically Machop. Conkeldurr is Machamp. Hopefully on our way to the next location, we don't run into any Chanseys. Audinos, and I mean, hopefully we do run into them because they give a heck load of experience if you remember the good old days. After finding our Sock and Throw, I mean, Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. No, wait, no, other way. Sock and Throw, yeah, Sock and Throw. But after avoiding all those Pokemon, we can find ourselves a beautiful Sandile. Now, the first time I ever played through Gen 5, I picked myself up a Sandile, evolved it into Crookodile, and I think by the time I got to the league, I had like a level 80 Crookodile, and I just swept everything. That Pokemon is just crazy. Crunch, Earthquake, you name it, you're winning the game if you have a Crookodile on that team. Next, we're gonna need to revive a fossil, but I really hope we don't run into Fat Alakazam on the way. We're gonna be picking ourselves up an Arcan and evolving it up to an Archeops. Yes. His ability, terrible. It's absolutely terrible. It's garbage. But, you're playing a game where you can just use a potion and heal your Pokemon, so the ability, does it really matter? Archeops, Stone Edge, Acrobatics. Oh, Acrobatics, Archeops. Oh, those were the days. And I mean, don't even get me started on how Archeops has one of the coolest freaking designs of any Pokemon ever made. Like The next Pokemon up that I'm gonna be talking about is Clink, Clang, and Kling Clang. I mean, I looked, but I could just not figure out what Pokemon this is supposed to be a ripoff of. So there's one that you can just write off. This next Pokemon actually has a pretty cool story for my Pokemon history. I mean, I guess anyone that played this game probably has this memory, but you know. In Black and White, don't you like walk up to some spider web and the Joltik jumps out? And like you have to fight a Joltik and you can catch it. I'm pretty sure that was my first experience with a Joltik. Right? Is that not what happens? But Galvantula, Wide Lens with its ability, Compound Lens or whatever in the heck it is, I don't remember. But Galvantula with Thunder, it didn't miss. And then it had Bug Buzz. Bug type Pokemon were finally relevant once you got to Gen 5 because they made bug type Pokemon actually work, like Scolipede and everything. It was really really actually cool. Volcarona, don't forget about that. But Galvantula is my pick. The electric bug type Pokemon, that is so cool. And when I was a kid, I thought that was the absolute coolest thing ever, especially that he was like a tarantula. You know, being a kid, I hated spiders, but it was kind of cool that I got to use a spider, if that makes any sense. And then there's this Pokemon, but I literally have no idea what Pokemon this could be.